Good morning. On February 18th, I'm having something called Kick-Ass Networking. It's a very interactive, fun event. You get how to do a networking event from the beginning to the end. And I'll talk more about that later. The other thing is there's a body language event coming up, the Unseen Language of Leadership, again, online, Friday, March 4th from 10 to 4. If you don't know who I am, then I want to share this with you. I laughingly say that I'm a legend in my own mind because I've done so many things, or that I've lived all my lifetimes out loud in this lifetime. I've done so many things, and life is a smorgasbord. It's here to choose so many things, so many opportunities, so many people to share your life with. And the richness of all of that is what life is about. The first and most important thing to understand about yourself is that you are whole, perfect, and complete. There is nothing broken, nothing needs fixing in you. I often like to say that there's no such thing as failure, there's only feedback. We come across paths in the road, and we might take the right path, and we start 2 steps up and back up and go, this isn't the path for me. Then we head to the left and take the path up, and we're up that path. And then the next thing you know, another path opens up. We make a different choice. There's no such thing as failure. You couldn't be who you are without having made the decisions that you've made about who you are. The other thing I like for you to know is that since the beginning of time, there has never been anyone like you since the beginning of time, and there never will be again. You are incredible, impeccable. Monday, February 14th, I'm offering a complimentary masterclass, so there's no charge for this. And what it is, it's I want to help you understand how you can use the language that you speak along with your body language to build confidence, credibility, likability, and trust. And that becomes an automatic with building relationships. People really understand who you are at a very deep level when you are very congruent in your message. Let's talk about networking. I want to give you some tips about networking. If you are accustomed to networking, or if you're new to networking, there are a lot of tips that will help you become more solid, more confident, and walk away with qualified clients, referral partners, power partners, even sales right on the spot. I have literally had people pull out their credit cards and buy right at the networking events. Which way do I go? And for those of you who are old enough, there used to be this little cartoon that was, which way do I go, George? Which way do I go? Most people go to one of 3 places when they walk into a networking event. They either go to their friends because it's safe and they're comfortable, or they head for the bar for some liquid courage, or they find a table and they sit down by themselves. They'll pull out their phones, they'll take notes, they'll hope someone comes over, and there they stay until the speaker shows up. The place you want to go is to the bar. The reason you want to go to the bar is because that's where everybody hangs out. That's where you're going to make the most connections. They're all heading for that liquid courage. People are nervous that you're going to see something about them that you may not like. And we walk in thinking somebody's going to see something about me that they don't like. Hanging out by the bar is a great place to hang out at a networking event. Next thing I want to give you is a tip about who talks first and why. You're face to face with someone that you've just met. You've shaken hands. You want to always make sure that you're the second one to talk. Here's the reason why. You're going to be giving your 30-second intromercial, right? Well, how do you know what structure to use for that? When someone else talks first, you find out a little bit about who they are, why they're there, what they want. You can tailor your intromercial to them. You can even tap in something that you heard them say that is potentially something that you serve, something that you do, that you could bring to them, either as someone that they work with, or as someone that you can refer them to, or as someone who would be willing to share their information as a power partner. The 2 of you could link up and increase your email list, increase your visibility, either online or in person. Every once in a while, I run into someone who I'll say, hey, so nice to meet you. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What do I need to know? And that person will say, oh, no, you tell me. Now we start tossing the ball. Oh, no, you tell me what you do. No, you tell me what you do. In order to break that back and forth, I will often say to that person, ha ha, you are a trained professional. You've done this before. So this is great. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about what you do? I've tossed the ball back to them again, right? And I've said to them, I want you to go first again. Every once in a while, when I'm with someone who's really professional, I'll go first because I know we're going to have a really great conversation back and forth regardless. The next thing I want to talk about is when you're meeting someone, and if they're not listening to you, my advice to you is stop talking. It's important that you find out kindly why they may not be listening. Have you ever been to a networking event and you're face to face with someone and they're doing this? Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. They're looking around the room. You can stop talking because they're involved, engaged in something else. And you can say, hey, I notice you're looking around the room. Is there someone I can help you find? One of two things is going to happen at that moment in time. They're going to say, yes, I'm looking for so-and-so, which may be someone you already know, and you can guide them to that person. Or they're going to realize that they're not listening and they'll snap back in and start paying attention. So these 3 tips are something that you can take with you, not only at a networking event, but when you're meeting with people and talking with them. You want to listen underneath and develop a deeper relationship so you can be sharing from the heart and building a really strong, solid relationship. Your first gift is I want you to get, are you a pro networking? So I have a quiz for you that you can access. It's at networkingproquiz.com. And you really get to find out how much of a networking pro you are. Where are you strongest? Where might your weaknesses be? How can you access the strengths really quickly? There are 3 things coming up again, and I wanted to let you know about them. That the first one is Friday the 18th from 10 to 3, and it is live via Zoom, $97 for all of that time. We are going to talk about setting the intention so that you're not going in hoping you get something, but that you really know what your outcome is. We're going to talk about how you do your 30-second intramural and what to say when you do it. There'll be a lot of body language training so that you can spot and know how to handle someone who's fire hosing you, for example. And then we're going to talk about how to set an appointment, which a lot of people already know what to do. The most important thing is, what do you do when you get to the appointment so someone isn't talking to you for 55 minutes and you have to set another appointment so that you can have time to talk about your business, so that you're comfortable in exchanging the time, that they're comfortable in exchanging the time, and that you both have permission, honor, and respect. I'm also looking for companies who are interested in sponsoring some of these things for these events. If in fact you do decide you want to sponsor during Kick-Ass Networking, then we can have a conversation about that. You can connect with me by email. And not only do you get to speak, you'll also have a private training for your employees or your closest comrades who are out networking. The second gift is communicationproquiz.com. This one is a little bit longer. They're both pretty short, only just a couple. Communication Pro Quiz really takes a look at your linguistics, body language, how you deliver, what you can really read. You get a gauge of where you are on a scale of 1 to 10 and where you can improve your leadership, your relationship, your communication skills, build solid sales, solid results. It's so interesting because I've had people say, isn't this manipulative? In reality, what happens when you have the most tools in your toolbox, you can influence a conversation. And what influencing a conversation means is that you become the doorway to open up a deeper relationship really fast, a deeper communication really fast, so that you are sharing with another human being with the masks down, the absolute ability to just connect at the heart level, at the truth level, at the authentic level. And it's really amazing to have these tools. The next thing is Friday, March 4th, body language, the unseen language of leadership. We take a deeper dive, very different from the networking event, into linguistics and your body language. What message are you sending? How do you read the message that's coming from the person across from you? So important. If you're missing the cues, the closing cues, the sales cues, the interesting cues, the friendship cues, the relationship cues, any cues, whether you're in a personal conversation or whether you're in a sales scenario or whether you're at work asking for a raise, in all of these cases, there are a lot of things that you can learn, discover, and implement that put you in the driver's seat. You show up congruent, confident, empowered, and powerful as you're asking for what you want or delivering information that's important for other people to get. This one is $197. Again, if you're interested in being a sponsor, send me an email. You'll get to speak and networking time. And I didn't put in here, but you will have a private training as well for your peeps and your company. You can actually come to both events for a savings of $47, for $247. You can attend Kick-Ass Networking and you can attend the unseen language of leadership. You'll have so many tools afterwards. And if you're sponsoring, you're able to speak and again have private training. When you take those quizzes, like we were talking about before, you have the opportunity to set up a 30-minute one-on-one with me. And in that 30-minute, we discuss your results from those quizzes and we discuss where you can improve. You'll walk away with some tips. It isn't all about me just finding out about you. It's us finding out about each other and what can I give you that's going to make your life even easier, even more informative, even more powerful. So definitely take a look. Oh, look, a third gift. I forgot the Masterclass. Top 5 networking and body language tips to build confidence, credibility, likability, and trust. Because here's the thing. You have 7 seconds from the very first time you meet someone to develop all of this. 7 seconds. Now you think it's the very first time we meet, but in reality, if you're going in to ask for a raise, if you're going in to have a difficult conversation with a coworker or with your boss, if you're having a difficult conversation with a spouse, a family member, your children, even if you're having a wonderful discussion with all of them, you still have 7 seconds when you enter into that conversation to create this trustworthiness, this connection, the depth of the connection. So I definitely want to encourage you to join me on the Masterclass. If there's no charge for this class, and it's on February 14th from 10 to 11. It's interactive. All of the things that we do are interactive. So it isn't just me talking to you. It's you getting to come in, learn some things, and even practice some things. So you can find out about all of these events at alexandstone.com events. And if you would like to get in touch with me, this is how you do it. I really look forward to connecting with you, and I really look forward to welcoming you into my world of deeper relationships, deeper conversations, and the skills and tools to create your confidence, your credibility, your likability, and your trustworthiness, building stronger relationships, better communication, and being solid leaders, getting solid results.